Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is for the brand new Kampfpanzer 07RH tank. So we're going to cover this quickly. This should not take too long. This will be available Tuesday, March 21st. So let's scroll on down. We have a video about it. It's pretty standard kind of stuff. Check this out. There we go. That's what we want to see. That circular turret would be excellent for bouncing off rounds that are dead center, which makes it a really kind of interesting design if you're looking to get a new tank. Let's go look through here. You know, the tank model looks good. Yellow and green is good for armor. No question about it. All right, here we go. Bundles. Now, as always, I'm going to give you the secret. It's not really a secret to me, but there's always somebody that's watching this and has never seen one of these before, so I'll mention it every time. They give you the expensive bundle, the primed, the fully loaded. Both of those are not good deals. They're okay. Actually, now fully loaded is all right. The only problem I have with fully loaded is that you can get premium account time for free by doing partial contracts. Just go to the part of the contract, work your way up to the stage where you get free premium, get 3 days of free premium, dump out, start a different contract, and you can milk this process for as much free premium time as you need. So, the 7 days is essentially a slight convenience. Okay, not bad. The ×4 commander boosters, 20 of those, excellent. ×3 vehicle experience boosters, again, excellent. Those are excellent. So I don't have a problem with fully loadeds. If you want to do that, that's fine. If not, if you're going to buy this, I would say just buy the base model. That's just me. Now, the primed, those are not good deals because what they do is they violate the rule of my number one rule of gold farming. I never pay gold for stuff that they sell for silver. So you get advanced optics, they sell it for silver. Oh, you get an advanced loader, they sell that for silver. You get a gun stabilizer, they sell that for silver, and you may not even need it on this tank. So then you get the same stuff as the fully loaded, the 7 days premium, and the ×4 and ×3 vehicle boosters. So really, the primed is not a good deal. The fully loaded is almost a good deal. The best way to do it is just buy the base model, do it all yourself. It isn't rocket science. Gold is a commodity that's rare. Don't squander it on stupid stuff, like the fully loaded. And the fully loaded's okay. It's not a bad deal. It's just that you can buy those later on if you need them, okay, or earn those from some operations, etc., like we're doing now in the Dream Machines. So this tank, okay, I guess. Just another medium tank. Like, nothing spectacular. So, whatever. If that floats your boat, fantastic. If it's all right, I think you'd be better off, most people. Now, there's the crazy collectors will buy everything that they show you, okay? And that's fine, whatever. I don't think my viewers are that kind of person. I hope you're what I've seen is that these guys are smarter and they're making better choices. Instead of buying some random brand new medium tank for $8,600, go buy a bundle of 2 or 3 tanks depending. the value you're going to get for your gold is much better if you buy one of the sale bundles that they have coming out, which I had in my other video. So I wouldn't recommend you buy this. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that I look at this as, well, gold is a commodity not to be squandered. And this is squandering it to me on some random medium tank. Unless this just like, hey, if this turns you on, dude, that's fantastic. I'm not telling you it's garbage or anything like that. I'm not getting this. I don't want to have this tank objectively. I have better things to do that are, whatever. I would say instead of buying this tier 7 or tier 8, it's probably a tier 8. Instead of buying this, I would just go buy, if I didn't have it, I would just go, I would go and acquire, something similar in one of the bundles that they have. They had that Panzer 5.4 bundle, which is fantastic. There's another one. If you wanted to get another medium tank, I don't know, man, you could just get one of those bundles that has one of those. There's some great stuff in there. It's just not a good idea in general, in my opinion, to pay $8,600 for some random tier 8 medium tank. Whoop-de-doo. The reality is this. Here's the thing. If you've been around in Christmas, we had the season pass, and the ultimate upgrade had the 5-shot autoloader Astron Rex. Shit, with that, and it came with a 3D Krampus Commander. Now that Commander is hideous and ugly, but he's a 3-star dude. So I have him in there. I'm like, I just don't look at him too much because he's hideous. But I paid $4,000 for that. Well, I actually paid $6,000 if you want to go for the whole season. But the season pays for itself, so really that doesn't count. I just paid $4,000 for a 3D Commander, 3-star, and the Astron Rex. And I'm pretty sure the Astron Rex is better than this tank. But that's just me personal. So don't jump at the first thing that comes to you is my recommendation. Like I said, if you think this is cool, awesome, more power to you. But if I'm advising, if I was an advisor, and I would advise my client to pass and save that $8,600 gold for something that they're probably going to use and enjoy a lot more. It just becomes a value selection for myself. I bought a handful of expensive tanks here and there for specific reasons. One of them is to have for reviews of the on this YouTube channel to help people get ideas. So sometimes I acquire some tanks that I would say objectively most people or most of the people who watch my videos would never buy. And I'm saving them money for giving them my impressions of it so that they can get an idea that, well, I wasn't thinking of buying it. Now I'm really not buying it. Or if it's awesome, they're like, oh, man, I didn't even think of this angle because it happened to me. I learned how great the Vanguard was because I got it. And I hated it because I was playing it wrong. And I realized that the problem wasn't the Vanguard, it was me. It's the classic example of this. So once I realized I was wrong and I started playing it as it should be played, it went from garbage to gold. So that is the thing. I'm here to help you avoid garbage or things that you think would be garbage. And I'm here to help you look at things that you were not considering going, oh, dude, this thing is actually awesome. Like the bundle that has the A32. That tank is absolutely fantastic in the right hands. You can get 3, 4, 5 kills in that dude. I'm not saying every game, but it's in the vicinity of possibility because of its mobility. So there's different ways to play certain tanks, and that's easy for some of us, hard for others. And so that's the thing, trying to figure out what is good for you and stick there. And don't just, look at any shiny object that comes, ooh, I got to have it. I'm like, we talked, Fish and I talked about this, like, whatever. But, you know, if we were in the first year or two of the game, you might be a little more trickable. You know, you're more gullible, going, oh, this tank would be awesome. Yeah, it probably isn't. See, that's the thing. Most tanks aren't like invincibly awesome. Now you'll have those games where you just play it perfectly and it's invincibly awesome. But that's really more you than the tank. And that's the thing. When that happens, when you have these epic results in matches, it's not so much the tank. Now that is part of it, obviously. But it's the fusion of man and machine to do great things. And that's one of the things when I post those games that are fantastic. You got to remember, it's the dude that's doing that. The tank makes it possible, but the dude has to be able to do it. And not everybody can do the things that we've done, which is why I have those great results you see in games. It's like they're there because it's showcasing how, and it helps people see how it's done so they can try to learn and improve their game. I don't think this tank is a big deal at all. Like I said, if someone says, "Hey, Duke, what's the advice on this?" I go, I advise my client not to buy this tank. I think it'd be average. It might be better than average to some people, and that's great. I'd say go buy something different. That's just me. I'm not a shill for their stuff. If they have something good, I'll tell you it's good. If they have something I don't care for, I'll tell you I don't care for it. It still might be good. It's just not for me. This tank is not for me at all. So that's okay. I don't worry about it. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It probably looks even better in the actual game video, but I don't want to play that video because then they, do this copyright claim on your stuff. So I'm not playing videos from any company in my video. You can go look for it, go look at it and find yourself. It's not difficult. You have all the wherewithal to do that, so that's fine. So that's the thing I'm just avoiding in general. So, and while we're here, you see that trade-in is on the side there. Now, I'm against trade-ins in general because it tends to violate the rule of don't get rid of premium tanks. The exceptions to that, if you hate a tank so much you want to get rid of it, well, then get rid of it, Because the rule is don't get rid of premium tanks that can make you gold in the future. So I got rid of some tier 9s, including that Russian 752. I got rid of those for tanks that are going to make me gold potentially, but not just gold, but also silver when I've used them. So there's an exception to the rule of don't get rid of your premium tanks. Don't get rid of the ones that are really good. It sounds like a good deal. It's not. You're going to get half the value. So if you paid, for example, $10,000, just a round number for a premium tank, number one, you're insane. I'm just joking. I've done that a couple of times. But if you paid $10,000 and you want to trade in tank X, whatever that is, for $10,000, they're going to give you $5,000 credit for it for another tank. Now, if you acquired said tank from a season or from a long haul card, you paid nothing for it. It's a gift of some kind, whatever, one way or the other. Came in a bundle, and you're like, yeah, I don't like this tank, and I can trade it in. Okay, yeah, those are all good ideas. And I'm not gonna, tell you they're not. But myself, I don't do that except for the tanks that I got rid of are tanks that are dead tanks in the context of they'll never generate gold for me. There's no card to get those. So no, I don't need them. They're just tier 9s. I don't need a tier 9 of anything because I have a tier 10 of the same thing. So it's why would I choose a 9 when I can play a 10? The answer is you wouldn't. Now, a lot of people don't have tier 10 tanks. Tier 10 tanks are overrated, number one. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. Tier 9s are also overrated. They don't make you money. They're not going to make you gold. Pfft, whatever, dude. Yeah, you have it. It's a status thing. Who gives a crud? No one cares. You feel like you're a second-class citizen if you don't have a tier 10 tank. Why? They're not making any money in their tier 10s. They talk a big game. I'm going to tell you this, another one. If you don't have a tier 10 tank, and so you've never been in a tier 10 match, guess what? It's full of idiots just like every other match. So don't let anyone tell you that you're not having fun, because you can't buy fun. And that's the key. You can buy a tier 10 tank, but you can't buy fun. Now, I bought that tier 10 Iron Arnie tank because it's Arnie. It's awesome. And I have my Arnie commander in there, and he says stupid Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. It's fantastic. Okay. If that floats your boat, rock and roll. If it doesn't float your boat, hey, that's fine. I don't play it very often, but I like it. It's awesome. He says some stupid crud, and that's exactly what it's supposed to be. Cheesy movie type lines, and it's fantastic. That's the point. It's supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Okay? So we're done with this video. I'm giving you the secret. Have fun. If you enjoyed this video and had fun, please leave a like for it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed, because I know that if you made it this far, you're paying attention and you're understanding what's going on, and you're the kind of brain power that we need around here. And those of you guys who have subscribed, thanks a lot, man. You guys are awesome. I got more stuff to do, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember, tomorrow is Tuesday, and that means new long hauls. Free gold equals free tanks. See you later.